say about today? Oh yeah, duh. So, this morning, I woken up kind of early because Roddy was still here, and he stayed in here with me. And of course, he woke up ridiculously early. I didn't even bother to look at what time it was. And he was like waking up, he's like, come on, the sun's up, it's time to get up. And I was like, okay. And then I fell back asleep. And all I know is that I was still awake enough at like the second or third time he woke me up that I just like fell back down. And he just decided, okay, he just left the bed, left the room, and I guess he just went and hung out with Meme the next hour or however long until I did get up at 9:30. I didn't sleep in that late. Cause I went to bed like really early at like 1:30, I wanna say. And I can check this. Kind of. Yeah, like probably around 1:30. Cause I was tired yesterday because I worked for 10 hours. And it kinda sucks when you just spend like 3 days, the majority of those 3 days, just laying down in your bed and not really even so much as standing up more than an hour or two at a time in those 3 days. And then suddenly having to be at work for 10 hours. And only had, like, my break was at like 2. Like, when I'd been there for, I don't know, 3 hours, almost. That went well. And I missed the trunk or treat, too, which I haven't missed since I started going when I was, like, 8 or 9. So that kind of sucks. But Roddy and Aeon went, and they had lots of fun. Because Aeon went as Kitty Softpaws from Puss in Boots, and Roddy went as Darth Vader because his Luigi costume doesn't quite fit anymore. And sadly I didn't see their completed costumes because I was working. But it's okay, I'm not holding a grudge or anything. Not upset at all. Just a little upset. I did, like, because I had to go in early. I was like, maybe I'll get off early, you know? Maybe. Probably not, but maybe. So I stupidly brought my costume with me just in case. And no, didn't happen. But I wore most of it after I got off work. Except for, like, the main shirt. Because I figured wearing a, like, Renaissance-ish, like, baggy shirt with all the ties and everything on it type thing would kind of be just too oddball to exploit. And would be kind of just pathetic for, me just wearing it to go home. Since it's like 5 minutes and whatnot. So, I just wore the rest of my, pirate's costume of sorts. Except for the bandana, too. I left that out. But that isn't my legitimate Halloween costume that I've decided on. I still can't, for sure, decide on a Hermione costume. I suppose it'll depend, in the end, on whether or not I can get access to David's dress shirt. Because I still don't have a white button-up shirt to be able to wear. I have, like, everything else except that, because I have a skirt, I have, like, tights and whatnot for, like, that kind of thing. I have shoes, I think. Well, I mean, I have shoes that I can wear, not technically the right ones, but still. Actually, scratch that. Most of the things that I have aren't quite right, but they're good enough, if not really super close. But I have skirt, tights, shoes, I have this little, like, cardigan sweater type thing. I have that, kind of. It's just a black, like, v-neck, whatever. So I need to get an official, or like a better one or whatever at some point. And I have, I went to a good, like a thrift store with my mom once and got a graduation gown thing that's black, so I could use that for the cloak. There's the word I was looking for. And I have an official tie, which I got last summer, and I have a time turner, and I have the official wand, as well as a pretty danged accurate homemade one. Actually, I should probably drag those out. Too much strain on my knee. It's more stupid. Well, yeah. If I can get it. Fingers, I don't know where I need to go. Oh. That would be one. Okay, so I have this one that David made almost 3 years ago, because he made it for Epic Day at school, which was also his birthday, in January of 2010, and we were the only ones that dressed up for school that day, even though there was a pep rally and everything. But he made this for me from a twig and a vine. Just random people. Okay. And I have to message. Okay, I got briefly distracted because I'm trying to, like, empty all the videos off my camera, because all the way since the 15th on here until Dulce's party, so it's been full and I haven't been able to do anything. Like, not even update apps or anything. It was that full, so kind of needed to fix that. And unfortunately, I'm having to give up trying to upload things in the right order, the unedited stuff, because my computer keeps blue screening every time I try and upload something from my computer up. So all the videos like this one on my webcam, I can't get uploaded yet. I have to figure out another way to upload them that doesn't involve my computer just dying. So I don't know if that means I need to delete crud loads of extra files, or if that means I need to get Alex involved and have him scan my computer for viruses, or if I just need to find out where my antiviruses are and run them all and just I don't know. But anyway, back to the point I was making before. People would message me, because there was a couple of people at the same time. That was kind of weird. But anyway, this is the one that David made me a couple years ago. Hermione's one, which he used the little flyer that came in one of the movies. I think it was Order of the Phoenix, where you can order the different things from the Noble collection, and from the little brochure he made this with hot glue and a branch, like a twig branch, however you want to call it, for outside. A stick. Okay. And a vine. I'm not sure where the vine exactly came from. That's always puzzled me, but anyway. It's the one thing that's, like, showing its age and use. So I need to see if maybe he can reglue that or something. But yeah. So that I've had for a while. And then for my birthday, my 18th birthday last summer, I used my birthday money from my brother and I think my dad or something. I bought the official Noble collection one, I think. No, wait, no. I don't know. Depends on whether Noble Collection is also... I don't know if this is still Noble Collection or not, but I bought it through the Wizarding World of Harry Potter, the resort and all, down in Orlando, and had it shipped to me from the website. And it's all fanciful painted with all the finds on it and everything. But the coolest thing I thought was awesome was that from the pictures and information in there, if you line these up, they're like exactly the same and pretty skilled, pretty close. I mean, the only like real difference is the whole vine thing. Other than that, I mean, it gets the job done, and done well. And my brother's probably gonna enjoy that to no end of how good a quality job he did, and blah 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 blah. Anyway, younger brothers can't live with them or without them. Can't live with them. But anyway, oh, I have such cough attacks today. There's literally a point where I had to go out to the back and actually end up just going to the bathroom and staying there for a good 5 or 10 minutes because I couldn't stop coughing. Every time I tried to breathe, just cough. And I was legitimately scared that it wasn't gonna go away. But yeah, it's kind of hard to try and take orders while just coughing everywhere. So, cough test. It's a good idea. Brains assemble. Thoughts assemble. Not working. There's a thing and I lost it. Right. The big new thing that the memes talk about that I don't know if I mentioned at all previously, but people in our church ward are moving to somewhere a little ways from here. Probably in an hour or two, I think, or something, away from here. But they can't have their cats with them. So they were asking around, who can keep our cats for 6 months? Or however long, until we can have them in our house again when we live on our own, whatever. Because I think they're staying with their in-laws or something until they can find a new place. I'm not sure the exact details anymore. I have 2 cats, Aslan and Felix. And because no one else took up the offer, my mom was like, I know how they're desperate and all, and so even though she's been looking so forward to the day when we don't have cats anymore, so there's not fur on everything and all this, even though we absolutely love our cats to death, we took in their cats, and they brought them over for them to for us to meet the cats and whatever, and get the cats to have a chance to meet ours, Baby and Steven, and see how well they meshed and whatnot, give them a feel for the house before just sticking them here and leaving. So they were here for a few hours about a week ago, and Aslan is freaking huge, can I just say that? But basically looks like Baby exploded. I think they said he's a rag doll, and then I don't know about Felix. And I know Baby is Balinese, and Steven is brown, whatever, tabby, however you want to call it. I don't know these things very well. The only reason I remember babies is because we used to have a book with all these cat breeds in it, and there was a picture for Balinese, and we're literally looked exactly like Baby, and it's okay, we know which one she is. And I associated it with being remembering which one it is because it's so close to Siamese, and she looks kind of close to Siamese with their colors and whatnot. So, ta-da! Things that you remember. But yeah, they finally brought over the cats and all their things today, because they're giving us the cats, and then they're providing like litter boxes and all the litter and the food and whatnot for those cats, since we're keeping them for so long. And they also brought, these cats already have like the trees and whatever, these cat trees with the little places for them to sleep and whatnot, and all the toys hanging off it, and like scratching posts and all this stuff. And it's like, oh my god, I remember when we used to have these things when we first moved here, and there were 12 cats. This is what happens when your mother remarries, and the guy used to have his house as a cat shelter. That's what happens. So, cats all in the lives. And then of course I go and get allergic to fleas and just all heck. And I just remembered I'm off work tomorrow. That made me happy. Woohoo! It's weird getting used to not having to do anything except church on Sundays anymore. See my brain? Out the window. This is what happens when I'm sick. I'm sometimes like this normally, but sickness is everything. It's just heightened. What do I have to do? I have to fix my hair for one, because crazy. The bun set, and then having to put it in a bun for work, it does wreak headache. Which is why I take it down as soon as I can, because it just looks awful. So much damage. So much. Yeah. So scary for. And I have to make Halloween plans because I don't have any. And that would kind of suck if, you know, I actually managed to have, I'm getting off early and I had nothing to do. That would kind of suck. Especially since I don't know when Nikki is going to be leaving for coming and whatnot. They're probably going to leave fairly early in the afternoon, which means I probably wouldn't be able to go with them. But like 2 years ago, I think we all went trick-or-treating up there. So yeah, to figure out what I'm gonna do. To the Facebook or something. Where is like Jordan? Is Jordan on here? Che. Inuit. Right there. If I'm going to message back, I need to text that to her, because LS lazy. I don't even know just what language I'm trying to go for there, because if it was French, I'd be mispronouncing crap like crazy. Shoot, what was lazy? I know that like this is like the sign language crap, whatever thing. That's like this is like the thing for like so-and-so is lazy. But I don't know how to say it in words. The Felix life. Yay. So I have any other bit? Okay. Lovely Bruce. Okay. I'm gonna send a text to the bed. Oh, I have to close. Oh, hey, don't say. Go right to bed. Boy. Okay. What up to for Halloween? I'm just the bestest friend ever. Just text you in all caps. Like, bam. Oh, can't really see. Bam. That'll work. Heather! Ah! Okay, drop all the things. Whoa. Okay. One Jackie normally calls Turvy when she's peeved with him, but calls him Sal mostly. Mischief models his smoke creatures after... Okay. Let's back up for a second here. New video. Okay, so I just got a message from Heather, who is technically my step-niece, however you want to call it. And we were writing a story together when we met a couple summers ago, where we were trying off like a paragraph at a time called Random Revelations. And anyway, basically one of the favorite things I've ever written, basically, and what I published for myself for my birthday this year. So I have a copy of that, but it's floating around amongst people for them to read, so don't has at the moment. But she messaged me earlier today asking if I wanted to hear some recent ideas she had. So hello again, Chrissy. She just sent me her ideas, so I'm gonna check them out as soon as I don't say. Idea number 1. Jackie normally calls Turvy when she's peeved with him, but calls him Sal mostly. 2. Mischief models his smoke creatures after Pharaoh's shadow that follows him around. 3. The world is Earth in a post-apocalyptic alternate universe. 4. Turvy's background story. He is the illegitimate child of a That World's version Spanish conquistador and again That World's version of a South American woman who died in childbirth. Turvy lived with his reluctant dad until he was 7, then ran away from home to live with his uncle and aunt and cousins, uncle being brother of Turvy's dad, but way kinder. 5. Jackie broke up with Salvador, Turvy, because he wanted to marry her and she was undecided. He gave her no choice basically by saying, we are either meant to be everything to each other or nothing. During that time, Sal, Turvy, recently found out that he was an illegitimate child from the Oracle he hadn't known before and never knew who his mom was, so he was kind of in a desperate state of mind and wanted to find solidity with Jackie, which he didn't. What do you think it is? It's just... Okay. Number 1. I can't think this one. Okay. Oh my god. I can't put this off. Like, I can't put off messaging people. It's an issue. I have issues, okay? Okay. I have no idea where I left off anymore. Oh yeah, I was messaging people asking about Halloween plans. Haven't gotten any replies yet. We are getting off early like this. I don't know what to do with myself. It's just speak complete and utter gibberish. It's like the second time something like that has happened. Dear gosh. Okay. You know how in like a big family or whatever, you like mess up names, like you'll go through a bunch of them. Everyone in my family is pretty much a victim to it because there's 6. I have like the 5th child out of 6, so there's like tons of names to choose from and whatever. And then there's also like just in general for family stuff. So like specifically the one that I'm laughing so much over is the fact that Aeon and I have the same initials. Because AER, because Amy Elizabeth Rich and Aeon Elise Rich. So even then, like, since pretty much the day Aeon was born, people confuse our names together, like mean to call one person and accidentally say the other's name, and it's a little like it makes you feel a little bit stupid at first when you make that kind of mistake, because I made the mistake with other people and whatnot, but it never really hits a true level of pathetic until you yourself confuse your name with someone else's. For example, this has happened twice now. Now in both directions, because once a couple years ago, I did call Aeon by my name. You would think that would never happen, but it did. And then just now, I was talking to myself, just nearly called me by Aeon's name. Dear God, I'm such a fail today. Sickness, go away. I don't like you being here anymore. You need to leave. Just go. Like now. Preferably like 3 days ago, but now is good too. So yeah, okay. I'm losing my mind again. Not as badly as yesterday, but nonetheless, I'm losing my mind, and therefore I should just go. So yeah, au revoir. This is the first cat house, and it's pretty freaking huge. But, you know, Aslan. So soft. I'll get to you, Felix. Hold on. Like, Aslan, you look so much like baby. You're so pretty. Freaking huge cat. And then, hello, Felix. You want for me to pet you too? I hear you purring. I can barely even reach this cat. This thing's so tall. Like, it's like this far from the ceiling. Oh my God. Yeah, I will pet you some more. Aslan wants more pets too. Hello, visiting kitties. They are cute. So, must be the new cats we just taken in. And the other ones, our kiddos, have disappeared. Ils sont disparus. I think they're both my parents' home. There's a moth in here, you don't like it. Okay, let's go back to my room. That's the way. Oh, you can't see nothing. Jeez. Don't walk into a wall, man. Okay. Oh, good now. Still sick everywhere. But my mommy was so nice. She came in while I was sleeping and did all my trash. And people are messaging me. And bed. Go say that you better wake up. I don't know what's going on anymore. Okay, I need to go answer things again. There's 2 things. Okay. Now for cereal. Bye-bye. Au revoir.